friends, welcome to day 56 daily current affairs. Today first news is vaccines for seniors and 45 plus with comorbidities from March. Shots will be given for free at government facilities and for a charge at private hospitals. People above 60 years of age and those above 45 with comorbidities will be given COVID-19 vaccines from March 1st. The Union government announced on Wednesday. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar said that under the second phase of vaccination, shots will be given for free at 10,000 government-run medical facilities and for a charge at 20,000 private hospitals. Charges for vaccination at private hospitals will be confirmed in a few days. So vaccination in private hospitals is going to be charged and it is going to be started for the senior citizen from March. Puducherry cabinet gives NOD for president rules. No party came forward to form government. As the Puducherry government was fallen, the president cabinet gives nod for president rule as because no party came forward from the government. Government withdraws order on online science meets. The government has withdrawn a controversial order that requires scientists and researchers, among others, participating in online international scientific seminars and conferences to get prior clearance from the Ministry of External Affairs. The Hindu had reported on Monday that the government was considering withdrawing the notification after protests from leading science academies in India. The order issued on January 31 had drawn results backlash from scientists. IOC plans 600 crore ethanol plant each in TS and AP. Spoiled surplus food grains to serve as feedback for making the petrol blend. Indian Oil Corporation is planning to set up a food grain based mega scale ethanol production facility each in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh with an estimated total investment of 12,100 crore. Spoiled and surplus food grain sourced from the Food Corporation of India will serve as feedstock to make methanol for blending with petrol and reducing dependence on crude oil imports. Next, winter pollution on the rise. CSE. Smaller and upcoming cities emerging as hotspots, says research organization. Winter pollution will be more due to the pollution will move fast. Since the levels of PM 2.5, the most threatening of particular matter, worsened in 43 of 99 cities whose winter air in 2020 and compared by the Center for Science and Environment. US will seek to rejoin UNHRC. Biden. The US will seek re-election to the UNHRC. Secretary of State Antony Blinken announced on Tuesday as he humbly asked for the support of UN member states. This is the latest in the series of moves by the Biden administration to reverse a pattern of retreat from multilateralism that was characterized of the Trump regime. Former President Donald Trump had taken the US out of the Council in 2018. Imran announces $50 million defense credit line for Lanka. Both countries stress the need for stronger partnership. Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan announced a $50 million defense credit line facility for Sri Lanka, even as two countries stress the need for stronger partnership in security, combating terrorism, organizing crime and drug and narcotic traffic, and intelligence sharing. Japan-US Treaty, a product of Cold War. China on Wednesday called the Japan-US Mutual Security Pact a product of the Cold War following US criticism of the presence of Chinese Coast Guard vessels in Japanese claimed territorial waters over the weekend. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin also reasserted China's claim to a string of tiny uninhabited islands in the East China Sea controlled by Japan. Cabinet approves production-linked investment plan for pharmaceutical IT hardware. Move entails outlays of rupees to 15,000 crore and 7,350 crore respectively. The Union Cabinet on Wednesday approved the production-linked incentive scheme for the pharmaceuticals and IT hardware sector, entailing an outlay of 15,000 crore and 7,350 crore respectively. The PLA scheme for pharmaceutical for 9 years till 2008 will benefit domestic manufacturers, help create employment, and it's expected to contribute to the availability of wider range of affordable medicines for consumers, the government said. The scheme is expected to bring in investment of rupees 15,000 crore in pharmaceutical sector. These are today's daily news and current affairs. We'll meet again in tomorrow daily news and current affairs. Thanks for watching.